sudden terror on Bourbon Street.
There were just bodies and the screams. You can't think about, unhear that. It was chaos and very, very scary.
Now, the victims have been identified as 18-year-old Nakira Cheyenne Dito. Her mother described her as being a sweet, kind person, and she was actually in New Orleans with her cousin and a friend just visiting. Then you have 37-year-old Reggie Hunter, who was a father of two, who was from Baton Rouge and was just hanging out that night. Hunter would get hit by the truck along with his cousin. While Hunter lost his life, his cousin is in the hospital still fighting for his life. The next person that they said lost their life was Tiger Besh, a 27-year-old athlete out of Lafayette. This was confirmed by his athletic director. He lost his life later that evening in the hospital from his injuries. Now, Besh was actually just in town for the holidays, and this was a dude, they said, man, he went on to play football, wide receiver, quarterback, and all kind of positions for even Princeton. Graduated from Princeton and was working as a trader on the stock exchange. And then there's 25-year-old Matthew Teodorio. He's the youngest of 3 children. And then there's 28-year-old Nicole Perez. Nicole had just been promoted to a management position at the deli she worked at, and she leaves behind a 4-year-old son who is now in the care of family members. And then there's Kareem Bouadi, 24-year-old Baton Rouge native who lost his life from his injuries this horrific night.
The vehicle ran through a crowd of people. There's multiple injuries, multiple casualties. They need to canal in Bourbon.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Olivia Duncan. I'm the Assistant Special Agent in charge here in FBI New Orleans. Thank you for being here today and for your patience. First, I want to acknowledge the victims of today's horrific attack. The FBI and our partners are working diligently to investigate and find answers on behalf of the victims, the citizens and residents of Louisiana, and everyone visiting the city. I'm going to provide you some facts and information about what we do now. The subject has been identified as 42-year-old Samsud Dim Jabbar, a U.S.-born citizen from Texas. He was driving a Ford pickup truck, which appears to be rented, and we are working to confirm how the subject came in possession of this vehicle. An ISIS flag was located on the trailer hitch of the vehicle, and the FBI is working to determine the subject's potential associations and affiliations with terrorist organizations. Weapons and potential improvised explosive devices, IEDs, were located in the subject's vehicle. Other potential IEDs were also located in the French Quarter. As of now, 2 IEDs have been found and rendered safe. The FBI Special Agent bomb technicians, as well as our local law enforcement partners, have been working to determine any of these devices are viable, and they'll work to render those devices safe. The FBI, we are working with our partners to investigate this as an act of terrorism. We're aggressively running down all of the leads to identify the possible subject's associates. We're working to ensure that there is no further threat. We do not believe that Jabbar was solely responsible. We are aggressively running down every lead, including those of his known associates. That's why we need the public's help. We are asking if anybody has any interactions with Samsud Dim Jabbar in the last 72 hours that you contact us. The FBI is asking the public's help. We're asking anyone who has information, video, or pictures to provide it to the FBI. We have set up a digital tip line as well as our 1-800 number, 1-800-CALL-FBI. Please provide us with any information that can assist us in this investigation.
Now, I would like for people to pay close attention to what the FBI is saying. This was a terror attack. This was terroristic, okay? This man had an ISIS flag. This was done when they was where they're about to do the Super Bowl at. This was done in a crowd of people on New Year's. This was very well planned out and then carried out. They found explosive devices not only in his car, but in the French Quarter, you guys. This is very deep. This is terror. Coming into 2025, we got New Orleans get hit by ISIS. Now look, they also tying it in to the Cybertruck that blew up in Las Vegas. When this story first came out, one of the main things that the young lady, I forgot her name, that's leading the investigation from the FBI, the assistant lady, one of the main things they said was they was trying to see if he had other people in place. See, they don't even know how many terrorists are in position and ready to carry out other attacks. You see what I'm saying? This is very dangerous, you guys. This is very dangerous, and it's a very serious situation. Prayers for New Orleans, man. Prayers for America, man.
About 8:40, when a 2024 Tesla Cybertruck pulled into the area valet of the Trump International Hotel. Very quickly thereafter that, the driver, who was the sole occupant of the truck, we saw what looked like maybe some sort of smoke, and then the truck exploded. Smoke was coming from inside of the truck after we noticed the flash and the explosion, and I'm going to show you that first video. That's the Cybertruck parked right in front of the doors. Can you play that again, Carlos? So the individual that was in that truck is obviously deceased, still in the truck as we speak here today. Our fire department folks, Engine 12, a number of others, you'll hear from one of the fire chiefs here in just a moment, arrived very quickly along with my officers. And obviously we knew that we had a much larger event than just a vehicle fire. And so there's going to be a drone video that plays to my left again. You'll see as the fire initially, they covered it with the tarp to try to get it to go out. Once the fire went out through the suppression efforts of the fire department, you'll see some of the evidence in the back of the vehicle. So those are gasoline canisters. They are camp fuel canisters and large firework mortars. What I also would like you to pay attention to on that video, as you see that, it looks like the exterior of that truck is completely intact as it sits there. The fact that this was a Cybertruck really limited the damage that occurred inside of the valet, because it had most of the blast go up through the truck and out. In fact, if you look on that video, you'll see that the front glass doors at the Trump Hotel were not even broken by that blast, which they were parked directly in front of. You can see that in the video there.